get this game underway. Out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia.
He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Firing to the right, complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. To the air. It's Shager. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Snap it to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. Third and long coming up. Floating away. He'll throw one to his right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll give it to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Shager. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Quarterback checking the play. Toss to the outside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Got his man to the left. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Gets it out quickly. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
They stripped it out.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Georgia going up tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to take off. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
The Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Sanders. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Warren. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To throw, it's Shager. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide out in motion.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The offense coughs it up. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Strong, firm tackle. They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. The give. He's not going to make it, and they'll turn it over on downs, and we're going to have a fight to the finish.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to pass. It's Shager. Pumps it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Shager. Quarterback moving. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He's going to pass. Buys a little time. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the fourth quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Sanders. Trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
That makes the score Georgia 17, Alabama 14.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. The give to the back. That's a live ball. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Flying down the right side. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive.
I'm embarrassed. I did all that on the. I did that on the last drive of the fourth quarter. I did all that for nothing. It's bad. We gotta get another running back, cause Daniel Robinson is not it. get my secondary straight. Except for the corners. And look, we'll come back to other bets, but that's not even our problem. My secondary is ass.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Horton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Using his feet to buy time. Slings it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Armstrong. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown time! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Horton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to